Hey everyone, this is Rob's in Your Corner. We're out taking a walk, and this is talking about having a fear of anything in life, or fear when you're in addiction. You fear the fact that you can't feel that high anymore because you want to be better as a person, so you fear of being normal. Or in a mental illness, you fear everything and everyone. So fear can play a bad toll on lives. Fear limits you to do everything. So we're going to discuss that, okay? I hope you understand this video is to help you with fear and try to get over fear. Fear sets you back. Right here, this is the corner where I was hit by a truck. I landed back there. And for the longest time, I could not get back on my bike. See, fear of anything is like goes along with PTSD. PTSD, you have flashbacks and it creates panic attacks and stuff. PTSD sets you back just as much as fear. If you look at the word fear, what does fear mean? If you break the word down, fear, spell the word fear out, F-E-A-R. Okay, if you look at that, it says fear everything and run. Because then your mind, when you want to do something in life, automatically anxiety sets in. If you're nervous, anxiety can set you into a panic attack where all these thoughts enter your mind. The what if factor. The what if factor is mostly fear, because in that way, as soon as you think about going to do something, the what ifs happen. When the what ifs happen, what happens? You don't get to experience life because fear sets you back and keeps you from doing stuff. You know, I was afraid to fly. I had to take 4 flights, 1 going, 1 back. That's 2 in another trip. I took a plane to a cruise to be on a cruise ship. Okay, and I did my tactics where I paid extra money to get higher on the boat because, you know, being low on a boat, you're not first to get a boat in case it's, you know, sinks. When I was up top, I was closer to get a rescue boat, you know. So yeah, I did panic and I paid the extra money. But that fear didn't stop me from going to the cruise, because in that plane flight, I kept thinking to myself, you know, the week before the plane, me getting on that plane, I didn't sleep because fear took over. And when fear takes over, I'll tell you, I wasn't going on a cruise because fear and that what if thought kept me from going on a cruise. But 3 days before that, I went to a church, and the nun said it to me so perfect. She stated, "Robert, how can you experience life if you don't try?" Wow, that sentence. How can I enjoy life if I don't try? 3 days before that flight, she said that to me. And now, when I have to do something I got a fear, how am I going to enjoy my life if I don't try? Sometimes you got to face fears, because it's not fun living in our own head. It's not fun dealing with all these thoughts we put inside our head. Okay, getting thoughts in your head makes fear bigger and stronger. So, another little tidbit here. I definitely don't like bridges. Okay, I don't like being on them. They bounce when you're on them, and they just give you that eerie feeling. Yesterday, me and my wife, we rode our bikes to the point in Pittsburgh. You have to cross a bridge. Okay? I had to turn the camera off, I had to sneeze, but you have to cross a bridge to go to the point in Pittsburgh. Okay? How I got over my fear. Okay? And I'm gonna say this because I'm married. Okay? My fear ain't stronger than seeing my wife smile at being at the point and getting pictures of her looking beautiful. That is more powerful than my fear. And that's what I think about when I do stuff. Because fear won't let me see my wife smile, or I won't be able to get them pictures of my wife looking beautiful. So whoever's out there and has a fear of, say, life issues, going somewhere, flying, taking a road trip, think about the end result where you're going to end up at. Don't play the fear and the anxiety, because that throws all them what if solutions in your head. When you live with the what ifs, where do you end up? A worry wart. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, because what if I do that? What if that happens? What if that happened? The what ifer. Don't live like that, because then what if you went and had a great time? Flip the what ifs bad to be even better. Now, if you play with the what ifs, right? The woulda, shoulda, couldas, take them out of your head. Because at the end of the day, what happens? At the end of the day, you're thinking, man, I shoulda, coulda. No. Get up, be active, and do it. And enjoy it. The fears will stop you from going to do stuff. The fear puts you in a padded room so you're safe in your own head, mind, body, and soul. Now, if you look at the mental side, fear has you sitting by the door to be the first one out. So I always sit in the middle of the room. That saves me from everything. My thoughts ain't bad or nothing, because I don't want to live in fear of anything. I value my life where I don't do no woulda, shoulda, couldas, or what if. I get up and do stuff. If I fail, then I know I'm trying. But it's going to be a lesson learned. Because the more you try, are lessons learned. By saying the woulda, shoulda, couldas, I'm going to go back to what that nun said to me. How can I experience life if I don't try? living in fear with all the what ifs, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. You live without experience. You might experience some things, but you're limited. Okay? Here's how I told somebody about fear. When you have a fear, you limit yourself. When you have a cell phone, you want unlimited data. How can you want all that freedom on your cell phone, but not freedom in your life? A cell phone is not your life to be unlimited. Your life should be unlimited. So why would you make a cell phone plan unlimited, but your life limited? So fear has to take a back burner. Fear is okay to have, long as it don't limit you. Fear is being in a hospital worrying about losing a leg or something that you can't change because that's health. But fear when you can't get up and do something keeps you in the house. You might go out and have fun and put a smile on your face, but are you wearing a mask because you're hiding so much inside? Ask yourself, am I wearing a mask because I hide so much inside? Because of fear and that anxiety and that them thoughts of not being fearless. See, this is a walking video about having fear, because fear keeps you limited. You can go for walks, but if you don't talk to anybody or go in a store because you don't like it, that's limited. I visit a lot of places, so I understand stuff. You got to experience life so you get a broad horizon. Let me go back to saying, how can you pay for unlimited data on a cell phone but limit your life to doing things? So if fear is limiting you for life, how can we experience it? Do you jump off a high water bank to jump in water? Maybe that's not the fear you have. Maybe it's fear of flying, being on a ship, or fear of just letting go. You know, I keep saying this quote over and over again. How can you have an unlimited phone plan, but we limit our lives? So think about that in general. We're limiting our life not to live this extravagant life. When that nun said to me, you can only experience life if you can try, that screamed volumes to me. I want to experience life to the fullest and not say any regrets. The what ifs, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Get up and do it and just go with it. Go for it. Because at the end of that tunnel, there is something better than that fear. If my fear took me from flying, I would never be on a cruise. If my fear took me from flying, I would have never went to the FedEx Orange Bowl. If I had a fear of driving far, I would have never drove to Florida to go to Disney World. And I was afraid of roller coasters. Why? I used to race downhill mountain bikes. And the bug landed on me. I used to race downhill mountain bikes. I'm in control of that. A roller coaster I can't control. I still have that fear. I just don't like roller coasters. Will I overcome that fear? No, it's not on my bucket list. But I don't carry that. That don't make me from doing anything else. If I had a fear, I wouldn't be going down a hill at maximum speed. and going off a 4-foot jump to an 8-foot jump. Fear is in here. Trying's in our heart. So do it. Try to overcome your fear. So here's one thing you can do. If you think about things that you don't do, like fear took over. If you're afraid of flying, write down all the things you feel. And then next to that, write down what you can do prior to that so you don't think them. Because them thoughts you write down will stop you from flying. The same as anything. If you got a fear of anything, write down what goes through your mind and then challenge that by answering it. What can you do? So I'm gonna end the video with saying this. 3 topics that I put in this channel or the video. 1, that nun that told me, how can you experience life if you don't try? The second, fear. Write down the word fear. Under the F, write fear. Under E, write everything. A is and R is run. Fear everything and run. Because that's what fear does to you. You fear it and you run away from it. Stop running. Either way, it'll catch you. So fear ain't nothing to be afraid of. You live once. Live it to the fullest. And I'll lead you with this. How can we pay money for an unlimited phone plan, but limit our lives? It sounds so weird to say that. So say it to yourself. How can I have and pay for an unlimited phone, but I limit my life? Shocking. A phone can get you places. Your mind can take you in other places. So do yourself a favor. Let's stop running from our own fears and talk about it and write it down and try to dissect that. Let's try to dissect what fear does to us. And then maybe we can understand what we think. This is Rob's in your corner. Remember, if you need me, send me an email. My email's in my about. Send me an email first, and then we can talk and guide you how to overcome something. That way I don't get too many scam stuff, because I'm real. I do this with a passion to help people and save people. So this is Rob's in your corner. Do me a favor, spread the word about this channel, because I hope to reach people. I've got a lot of emails from people and it's reaching people, but I hope the word spreads. Rob's in your corner. Thanks again for watching. Be safe. Please be safe. And God bless.